Welcome back to the weekend show here on Park City Television. As you can see, we are at Canyons Village at Park City. It is opening weekend coming up. We're very excited. We've been talking about a few details of what the expansion operations have been for Park City this year, but we're going to get the big picture and a lot more details from the communications manager here. It's Margot Van Ness. Margot, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you doing?
Good, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
So let's talk a little bit about this phrase, resort expansion. We've talked a little bit about food and those kinds of things, but there's a lot happening infrastructure-wise.
There's a lot happening. We've had an extremely busy but great summer with all of the capital projects that we're pulling online. So this summer we invested $50 million in capital improvements to combine Park City and Canyons together to create the largest resort in the US. So we're so excited to unveil the 7,300 skiable acres. We've got 41 lifts. It's literally, it's big, right? So from Condor to McConkey's, 6.5 miles as a crow flies. So we've got a huge opportunity this year and we're so excited to unveil it to our guests.
And talk a little bit about your experience with the vision of these two formerly separate resorts being all one, and what it'll be like for folks to get out and ski and be able to take that kind of a really lengthy traverse.
Yeah, you know, what I think is so cool about both mountains is the unique history that has gotten us to where we are today, right, to this moment in time. And so, of course, as you mentioned, that centerpiece of the project is the Quicksilver Gondola. So it's a two-way, 8-passenger gondola that, believe it or not, is only going to take 8.5 minutes to get back and forth to either side. And that's very quick, of course. And there's a mid-station at the top of the gondola. So you have a chance to get off at the top and ski down either side, conditions permitting, or just get off and take some photos. It's an amazing view from that ridgeline.
And 8.5 minutes, that seems almost inconceivable.
You know, it's so fast. So we shared Pine Cone Ridge, and the gondola is situated on the Flatiron, kind of Iron Mountain area on the canyon side, and then right at the Silver Lode lift area on the Park City side. And we pop right up and over the Pine Cone Ridge, and it's pretty close. I can't wait for people to see it.
So do you think you'll see a lot of folks doing the entire resort, the entire only one resort in a day? What is it a half-day thing? Can you do it a half day, or do you really need a full day?
You know, what I think is cool is that it depends on what people are looking for that day, what kind of experience they want. So if they only have an hour or two and they want to pop out and go over to Condor and ski some amazing runs there, that's great. If they have more time and they want to really try to get the whole thing in one day, I don't know, I haven't tried that yet. I'm not sure if that's possible, but it's definitely very big, and I think it's a brand new mountain for all of us to navigate, and it's a great new adventure for everybody.
And talk about the early season, because there's always fun events going on besides just skiing as we come up toward Christmas time and on into the new year. But this is a big festive time. What do you all have happening for the holidays?
Well, first things first, we've got a lot of our ribbon cuttings taking place on these new projects. So this past weekend, we unveiled the new Summit House renovation and the Red Pine Lodge expansion, two amazing facilities, of course. And then this Friday, we'll see Miners Camp open. So that's our big new on-mountain dining facility. So that's huge news. And of course, the Quicksilver Gondola will follow shortly thereafter. The King Khan and Mother Lode lift projects will follow shortly thereafter. And so we're so looking forward to all of the projects of the 50 million coming online. And then, of course, as we approach the holidays, we've got some really fun things, Santa coming downtown lift and those types of really fun festive things around town.
Fantastic. Talk a little bit more, if you would, about King Khan and Mother Lode, because improvements in those high traffic lifts are a good thing to be hearing about.
Absolutely. So the Mother Lode lift was a triple, a fixed grip triple. So you really needed to like who you were sitting next to on that chair because you were in for a pretty long ride. And now we have upgraded that to a detachable quad. And same with King Khan was a 4-person chair, and that's now a detachable 6-pack. So what that means for our guests is just better uphill capacity and more moving around the mountain, more skiing.
Less time in lines.
That's right.
Sounds like that's been a big theme, is less time waiting whether it be in ticket lines, at restaurants, etc., that the experience is going to be more about skiing and being with your family than waiting in line.
Absolutely, and I think with the 7,300 skiable acres, I mean, we've got 41 lifts. There's a lot of skiing to be had, so I think you got to get out there and find what terrain you're looking for on that particular day.
Fantastic. Margot, it's great to see you.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for hosting us here at Canyons Village, and we'll look forward to seeing you this winter on the slopes.
Can't wait for everyone to come out and check it out.
Fantastic. Quick break. We'll be right back with more after this. Please stay tuned.